Hi guys, I'm Azan and today we're delving into something unconventional. At some point you've probably acted like a fool in your circle. But I'm not just talking about those cringe-worthy, accidental slip-ups. I mean deliberately pretending to be clueless when, deep down, you know exactly what's going on. For Arthur Schopenhauer, one of the most prominent philosophers of the 19th century, this art of playing dumb wasn't just for fun. It was a clever way to critique the absurdities of human nature and life itself. So, what makes playing the fool not only intriguing but also one of the most cunning moves you can make? As we dive into Schopenhauer's philosophy, we'll uncover why being underestimated can sometimes be your greatest advantage and explore why he believed playing the fool might just be one of the smartest strategies for navigating life. To grasp his perspective fully, we need to first understand his views on a deeply ingrained human behavior, our obsession with how others perceive us. Schopenhauer noted that we often feel compelled to project an image of superior intelligence, driven by a fear of appearing foolish. This relentless pursuit of validation, as he put it, is a peculiar weakness of human nature. In The Wisdom of Life, Schopenhauer makes a sharp observation. By a peculiar weakness of human nature, people generally think too much about the opinion which others form of them, although the slightest reflection will show that this opinion, whatever it may be, is not in itself essential to happiness. Therefore, it is hard to understand why everybody feels so very pleased when he sees that other people have a good opinion of him or say anything flattering to his vanity. It's true, we can't help but care about what others think. Nobody wants to be seen as foolish. But, ironically, when we obsess over how we're perceived, we risk losing sight of what really benefits us. In fact, sometimes it's actually better when people don't think highly of us. Why? Well, being underestimated or even thought of as stupid can sometimes be more freeing than being seen as brilliant. Now, to really reap the rewards of this foolishness, you have to be willing to let others think less of you. Sure, it can sting when someone dislikes or underestimates you, but as Schopenhauer argued, their opinions aren't vital for your happiness. Imagine being 19 and receiving this letter from your mother. You're not evil, you're not without intellect or education. You have everything that could make you an asset to society. But all your good qualities get overshadowed by your need to be overly clever. You push others away with your constant desire to be better than them, to improve things that aren't yours to fix. People don't want to be forcefully enlightened. If you were a little less intense, you'd just be ridiculous. But as it stands, you're downright irritating. It's a tough pill to swallow, but the truth here aligns with Schopenhauer's message. Sometimes letting go of the need to always appear smart is the key to both personal peace and better relationships. This letter, penned by Schopenhauer's mother when he was just 19, provides a rare insight into his early life. Instead of commending his intellect, it critiques him, revealing the challenges he faced due to his intellectual superiority. It's easy to see how these experiences, coupled with his mother's harsh words, shaped Schopenhauer's later philosophical musings, particularly his thoughts on playing the fool. He famously captured the core of human pride in intellect by saying, "Now, there is nothing of which a man is prouder than of intellectual ability, for it is this that gives him his commanding place in the animal world. It is an exceedingly rash thing to let anyone see that you are decidedly superior to him in this respect, and to let other people see it too, because he will then thirst for vengeance." Schopenhauer believed that possessing superior intellect placed a person on a higher plane, far above the average individual. However, he was keenly aware of the downsides. While intelligence can inflate one's pride, it also has the potential to stir envy in others. Simply witnessing someone's intellectual prowess can make others feel inferior, which can trigger resentment and a desire to tear down the more knowledgeable person. Schopenhauer's solution to this? Strategic stupidity. He argued that it's not about actually being ignorant. It's about understanding when and how to appear less knowledgeable. In his view, it's pointless to be wise among fools or sane among lunatics. Sometimes pretending to be the dumbest in the room can shield you from hostility and ensure smoother interactions. Schopenhauer takes the idea of playing dumb a step further, famously stating, "It is a real recommendation to be stupid, for just as warmth is agreeable to the body, so it does the mind good to feel its superiority, and a man will seek company likely to give him this feeling as instinctively as he will approach the fireplace or walk in the sun if he wants to get warm." In this view, embracing ignorance strategically can offer a sense of gratification, almost like the psychological equivalent of warming yourself by the fire. But here's the kicker. Schopenhauer isn't telling us to hide our intelligence or suppress it. He's simply suggesting that we use it wisely. His advice boils down to this: be smart about how and when you show your smarts. While our intellect can bring us personal fulfillment, it can also stir resentment and disrupt relationships if handled carelessly. So, tread lightly. In his essay, Metaphysics of the Love of the Sex, Schopenhauer highlights another angle, saying, "To play the fool is the last resort in order to cover the defects of others." This perfectly sums up his belief that sometimes pretending to be foolish is a clever way to shield or downplay the shortcomings of those around us. Schopenhauer recognized that people often struggle with insecurities, and pointing out these flaws can be damaging. Instead of calling attention to others' weaknesses, he suggests that playing the fool can offer a subtle way to navigate social interactions without causing harm. By pretending not to notice or downplaying their shortcomings, we give others a chance to maintain their dignity. His approach reflects a deeper understanding of human nature, one that acknowledges our tendency to judge but also highlights the importance of maintaining harmony. In his view, wisdom isn't just about intelligence. It's about knowing when to show restraint, when to be kind, and when to embrace a little foolishness to avoid unnecessary conflict. Sometimes it's not about showing how much you know, but about showing how much you care. In the end, Schopenhauer's argument offers a refreshing take on wisdom, reminding us that peace often comes from understanding when to let things slide. Playing the fool might not always be the conventional route to success, but it could be the key to smoother and more harmonious relationships. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. William James.